Hi, it's Jess here from Nigezza Creates, and we're here with two more pages, layouts in my junk journal January. The first one is Eclectic, so I've got a little pot here that's full of stuff that I've bought from, I think I did a Shine order, just the one, and got given a grabby bag and got all sorts of other things that people have given me over time. So I'm just going through and pulling out things that I think may go with this layout that sort of represent different sort of themes and things. I'm trying to decide whether or not these are vellum stickers, and it would seem that they are. And then I'm just having a little look-see at these different things. I want something to cover the top and the bottom, and there I find a longer strip. So I want just to cover up the loo roll cover bits. So I'd rip it down and just have a little bit in the side there. I've got this big butterfly, that might work. So yeah, I'm just going to get one of those vellum stickers. I think that would look, because of the colours, that would look nice on the black and white tissue and underneath the strip that I've decided. They're all very sort of um, I'm trying to think of the word, astrological. You know, they're planets and stars and what have you. Um, that little strip there's nice, and then I'm thinking let's do some stamping. So I've got these Edith Holden stamps which I've never used. So a little leaf stamped down, getting out my nice dark grey, light black pebble path. I think that looks all right. That could have been printed in the paper, I think. So just putting all that away, keeping it tidy, keeping it tidy. Now just looking at that butterfly, it needs a little bit more fussy cutting. Won't cut enough, so I'm just going around it to neaten it and making it a little bit. I don't know where this butterfly came from at all. No idea. It seems an odd thing that would have been in a grabby bag, especially when it won't cut that well. So yeah, don't know. So yeah, putting that there. Then I thought I'm going to have a little look-see. These are some, I did some a mass cutting. I found a bit of a book, some pages I was going to chuck out, and they were all textiles and things, picking out some more things there. And so I just went through the pages with my rounded tab punch and made a load of tabs. And here I'm just pulling out things with different themes that I could use. So I'm sort of going for a bit botanical, a bit vintage, a bit grungy, yeah, all sorts. I'm gonna pick out a bit steampunk, a bit botanical, some birds, some tickets, and I'm looking for a person. I'm thinking a person to go in the middle of that butterfly, and yeah, going for him. Not my usual for going in a butterfly, but I thought, yeah, he fits. He's the right size, proportionally. That will work. So now, of course, everything needs inking within an inch of its life. I feel that tag there is a bit too light, so I'm trying all the dregs of the colours left on my brushes, and that works. Needs a hole, needs a bigger hole, and yeah, and then we're good to go. Yeah, we need a little bit of grunging on that white bit there, and inking around the others. So yeah, I took just under an hour to do this whole video, and I waffle a bit, and I sniff quite a lot because of my allergies and sorting out my craft room. There's lots of dust, so as I was listening back to it, I thought that's far too much sniffing for me to edit out. So I thought, oh, I'll just do a little voiceover, and then that makes the video much shorter because it was an hour, and then with the speeding up, I've got it to about 20 minutes or so. So which is probably more doable. Yeah, and then if you speed me up to 1.5, yeah, it's it's even less time. You get through this in a jiffy, won't you? So just putting that tab on there. That's like the epitome of sort of junk journaling in one of those tabs, isn't it? So I thought one of those has got to be on a page. I've chosen that yellowy one. So it goes to the butterfly, and there I'm just grunging up that page. And what's quite nice about grunging up that page is that, just messing about there, seeing what works, is it's picking up the layers from the page underneath, which I quite like. So yeah, he needs to stand on something. Although he's a butterfly, I thought he could be flying, but I'm going to put him standing. So a little cluster there of tickets and stamps and bingo cards and what have you. And we'll have him stuck down. I'm putting him off centre, because if I centred him, the man would be on the fold and that would look a bit silly. So I've got to move him over a little bit so it's the wing that's on the fold. Yeah, just putting them in. There's a genuine stamp there of JFK. So just putting plenty of glue on there, giving it a bit of a spread about to then stick him down. And then where the fold's going to be, giving it a little fold there. So that's him done. Now we'll concentrate on the other side. So clustering there, some different themes, and then I think it needs something. So I'm just putting the things together, and I'm realising that I haven't done. It needs something, and I was like, oh, I haven't got any lace. Do I want lace? Do I want another strip? No. Trying it out, not sure. Taking it off again. Going for a bit of the vellum as well. Sticking it all down. It's very eclectic. Eclectic is like using lots of different things. So that's sort of making it a little bit matchy to the other side by putting that on it. Going to take a sip of coffee. Sore throat. So now I'm looking at what else I might put on there. Having a little rummage there through my little box again. Some stamps. Thought I'd go for some Tim Holtz. Haven't used Tim Holtz in it, so I'm just pulling out from that set there a few little Timmy Holtz. You can't see what I'm doing there. Putting a bit of Condemned on there. Going for the big number 5 as well. And then something else down the bottom. I'm looking, and let's have... oh yeah, that was a load of dates, like in a library card. And putting a little ticket down there, which will probably get filled up, and then a little round stamp to go on the stamp. And that's that'll be that done. So we'll stick that in place. And I do go and look for some lace. I've just felt there was no lace. I mean, it's eclectic. It needs to have a little bit of fabric on there in some way, shape or form to sort of pull it together. So giving the rest of those a little bit of an ink up and forming that cluster. We need the title Eclectic going down there. So shoving them all down. I've never normally put these little bits together, so I think that's kind of fulfilling the eclectic brief there by just chucking everything at it. But in a way that when it all comes together, it kind of works. I showed a friend of mine a picture of it. We were out yesterday and she went, oh, that's really nice. And there we are, finally settled on a bit of cheesecloth. Yeah, she went, oh, that's really nice. I said, it's an eclectic theme. And she's in no way any idea of what a junk journal is, but she's like, yeah, I just like the look of it, Jez. So that was nice. Nice bit of feedback there from a non-crafty friend. So there we are, chucking down my little pointy finger, and that is the page done for Eclectic. And so now I'm going to turn it over. Oh, and then I think, didn't use them words. Let's find some words. I think that is the finishing touch that it requires. So I find that, I think it says, don't be a tourist, be a traveller. Something like that. Trying to work out if it's a sticker, and it would seem that it is. So stick that down. Now we're done. And the other page is ripped edges. So I decided first off we'll rip down the page and then we'll stick the ripped edge back on the page. So that gives us 2 ripped edges to start with, and that's that, getting it the right way, trying to get it straight, not succeeding, but it doesn't matter. And then so I've got to do a little cutting at the top. Don't know how I managed to not get that so it fitted. And then we're just going to pull out something green. I'm kind of bringing out the green in those leaves, so we'll rip that up, ready to go on the other side as a focal point. And then that little corner, I'm just going to rip a little triangle to cover over the word. So that's sort of quite simple. And now I just basically go around and find other things. So that's a bit that's ripped off a spine. It was a bit thick, so I'm going in my long strips to find another bit, find the perfect bit, although I still look and see if there's anything else. Still there's some thicker bits on, so I need to just pull off that bit, so we're left with just the ripped torn bit at the top to go on it, and decide that maybe that bit's a bit too big, so we'll rip that down to go on. And then I decide that I need to put some sort of ripped edges inked on the background to give it so it's less white, and but it's like the impression of ripped edges all the way over. I just thought, oh yeah, that'll work, and I thought that's a little bit genius, that, Jez. I quite like it. So yeah, I think it worked well. So now we can start sticking and finishing that side, and I'm not sure what I'm going to do on the other side as yet, but we'll get it inked and stuck down, and then hoping for inspiration to come to me, because I really am just making this up as I go along. And I'm surprised at how quick I'm doing it, because I'm normally not this quick. I'm normally thinking about it a little bit more, but I am literally just grabbing things and chucking them down. And now I'm thinking what else I could put. I find some of these stickers, which I'm not a fan of because I find them too shiny, but I decided I'd use them anyway. I've got them. I got some in Happy Mail, and I bought some from Temu thinking they were vellum stickers, and they weren't. They were these shiny things, which, as I say, not something I particularly like. I prefer duller things, but I'm trying to decide if I want to put another one on, and no, I don't. So put them away. I could have really cut out the putting away bit, but I haven't. So now we're just going to find. I've got the word to put on, and I'm not sure if I'm putting something else on there. Can't remember what's happening. Oh yeah, I find this little bit of music paper, so I thought, oh, we'll put that on. We'll rip that. We'll put that on there. Just felt it needed a little bit other than just that little green edge. Needed a bit more ripped edge there. So put that on. And then got a little bit left over. Let's chuck it on the other side so there's a little bit of more continuity between the two sides. So stick that on there. And then I've got me ripped edge little prompt there to go on. And we'll find something for it to sit on, again, that's ripped. Give it all a little ink round, and that'll be the page done, I think. So just sticking those 2 bits down. There'll be close-up photos, or something else has got to go on there. Oh, I found some, I think it was Dream or something. I can't see it, the box is too small whilst I'm recording this voiceover. And yeah, and we'll stick that down, and that's it done. There'll be some close-ups for you after this, but yeah, I like those 2 pages. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you all again very, very soon.